Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a little of a different look than what I typically do. It's this very kind of clean, fresh look. Let me know if you like these types of tutorials because I'd be happy to do more. If you'd like to see how you get this fresh, very kind of clean skin, bare eyes, highlighted look, then just keep watching. So for this look, we're going to start from the very top. So I've just started out. I've mixed a little bit of MAC Face and Body in C1 mixed with their Face and Body in white, and I'm just going to start applying that all over my face. This gives a very natural skin-like finish, and since this is a very just like perfected skin, rather natural look, this is definitely the foundation I want to use for it. This foundation, Face and Body, I feel works best with the warmth of your fingers. So I just massage it into the skin until you can almost like feel it start to set. Probably just going to do 2 thin layers because I still want my natural skin to show through and my freckles and stuff. Alright, so now I'm just starting on my second layer. I just want to build it up just a teeny bit. If you really don't like using your hands, I occasionally apply this with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush or any type of more denser buffing brush. You just really, with this foundation, you want to work it into the skin. Just made that, and I'm just going to go over with Beauty Blender in case I left any lines anywhere. Alright, so there's how we've basically perfected the all over skin. So now we're just going to go in and kind of perfect areas. So I'm going to start out, I'm using the Smoothing and Brightening Concealer by Sephora in light because this pulls super pink on me. And I use that to conceal under my eyes. You can really use any corrector for this spot, but this is what I'm going to be using. And then, because I want this to be a really natural look, I'm just going to press this in just with my fingers. And I'm just taking a little bit of the NARS Radiant Concealer in Chantilly, which is my shade. And I'm just going to use that to conceal under my eyes. So I'm just using a, what is this? Sigma F75. And I'm actually going to paint it all over my lids too. Since this look, since we want it to be really natural, and we're just, basically it's going to be all about the skin, so I don't want to wear a bunch of eyeshadow, but I do have some discoloration on my lid, so we're going to just go in and do that. So now I'm just going to blend that out just with my finger, just using a patting motion. Just blend, and then just doing a little bit of patting motion under my eyes. You don't ever want to wipe because you'll just wipe off the work that you did. And just a little bit more right there. I'm just going to quickly spray my brush with the e.l.f. Mix and Fix, just so I can kind of layer up my concealer a little bit better. So I'm just going to lay down the Mist and Fix, and now I'm taking a little more product on my brush. And just going right over there where I have the worst darkness. I have really dark circles, the hereditary side for skin, and I have mild insomnia, so I don't really sleep either, so it's just lovely, guys. Yeah, do you guys like that? I've been a little more like candid in my videos than my vlogs. Is that lame? Do you guys like that? Should I stop? Should it be boring? Let me know what your preference is in the comments box below. So I'm just going right over my nose. I get some redness. So we're just going to go through blender on my nose because we're just really going to try to perfect the skin. So right now I only have a couple little blemishes, but I would like to cover them up since again this is all about the skin. So again, I'm still using that NARS Chantilly Radiant Cream Concealer by NARS. And I'm just going to spot conceal right there and right there. So I'm basically just taking, this is an E05 by Sigma, and it's their eyeliner brush. And I'm basically just dotting exactly where I have a blemish. I'm gonna let that set for about 30 seconds, and I'm gonna go in and blend it. So while I'm waiting for that to set, I'm taking a little bit, and I'm gonna go right around my lip line, because I tend to get redness around my mouth as well. So I just want to cancel all that out. And I'm kind of blanking on my lips, so I'm gonna look kind of dead in a second. Oops, sorry guys. And again, blend that out. And now I'm just going to go and basically tap around the very edges. That spot this way. That's pretty much it. Oh, let me fix my nose ring. Brows. Do eyebrows a little bit differently than I normally do, because again, this is going to be much more like natural look. So I'm taking the Brow Wiz by Anastasia in the medium ash color. And I'm just going to start at like the base of my brow and the body. And I'm just using tiny upward strokes. Still just concentrating at the base. Now I'm going to go through the tail, pull the arch in the tail with a little more pressure. And then take the spoolie and blend that out. This I'm just basically following my natural brow shape. If you want a more natural look, follow your natural brow shape unless you super hate it, then you can try to fill it in a little bit more. Or if you want to rock bold brows with this look, I actually really like that look. And I decided to do something different because I've been wearing bold brows so much lately. Again, go side. I'm going to go through the blend of Concrete and Wedge because I don't have one of those Anastasia brow duos, even though I really like them and I should get them. And I'm using just a Sigma E75. Where's Wedge? Oh, found it. I'm going to throw that through the front of my brows. Just so like it's filled in, but I feel like it's a lot softer when you use powder. Even though I absolutely love the dip brow. So that's basically my natural brow shape, lightly filled. And I'm just going to go over that just with a little bit of the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel because my brows go everywhere. Instead of brushing them super like perfect, I'm just going to basically blend them upwards for a change. I just don't want them going all everywhere. Okay, so now we got our brows on, we're going to just do a little bit more to the skin. So I'm just going to do a really little bit of contouring. I'm using the OCC Cream Color Concentrate in John Doe. And I'm going to start at just the very edges of my cheeks. I really like to contour my nose when I do a very skin-based look. So I'm just basically not doing a lot other than adding definition. I'll do an in-depth tutorial on kind of like nose contouring if you want to actually change the shape. So I'm just making sure it's really straight, and I'm going up into my brow bone because I really want to emphasize this area. And just painting a couple stripes on my forehead. I guess I can do it on this side, but it's covered by my bangs. And just emphasize the jawline. So I'm not going to do like extreme highlights with this because I'm so fair, it doesn't really do much for me to highlight. We're going to use a little bit of shimmer in a little bit, but I'm not going to go in with an actual highlighter. That is totally not what I meant to say. Going in with an actual highlighter, I'm not using like something lighter than my skin tone though. So again, since I just want this to look really kind of effortless, I'm just going to go on with my fingers and then a little bit of the Beauty Blender. To blend in my highlight and contour, a lot of times I actually use like the setting brush by Real Techniques or the Chiseler by Hair and Makeup Addiction. So This again, we just want to be like, I woke up like this. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys. I keep looking in the viewfinder for this one because I'm trying to like not look so down all the time, and for whatever reason I always like look at myself, not at you guys. Alright, and then just blend that out just a little bit with your beauty blender so you make sure you have no hard line. And now it's your nose. So this I am going to use a brush because I'm not going to be able to do it with my fingers. I'm going to use this is the dual-ended brushes that comes in the Naked 2, but I really like it for this and for concealer, and just not for the eyeshadows ever. And so I'm not really messing with the very front of it. I'm not going to blend anything up on my nose. I'm just kind of blending it down, softening the lines. Blending a little bit more kind of like into this crevice thing by your eye so that you got a little more definition going on. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I have mine in Moonstone, and this is just lovely because again, this is a very skin-like look. So we want to kind of like dewy finish, so I'm not going to set the makeup. And so I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my finger, and we're just going to look real dewy. So we're going to just kind of apply that all over the high points of the face. So I'm going just above my brow bone, kind of in my cheek. So just get some highlighter going on. You could use any type of like cream or, I mean, I guess you could even use a powder if you wanted to, but I prefer for this kind of look a more like cream or liquid highlight. And then a little bit down your nose, touch on this very, very center. A little bit on the Cupid's bow. I'm also going to throw some under my brow bone because again, we're not going to be doing this like eyeshadow I normally would. And pop some around the inner corners of the eyes too. So we're just like all nice and highlighted right now. Sorry, I've drank like 2.5 cups of coffee today, so I just have like a lot of energy and I just like can't shut up. I just keep like talking random things. I'm like, Rebecca, keep your mouth shut. You're gonna be annoying and no one's gonna want to watch it for your videos. Alright, so now I'm using the Morning Tender color of the Water Cream to Powder Blush, the Water Canvas, and this is by Vincent Longo Cosmetics. I actually won a contest and won this in one of their lip colors. And I actually really like this. And I'm just taking one of the Real Techniques stippling brushes, and I'm just going to blend a little bit of this into my skin. Again, for this look, you want that really soft, kind of, I just got up in the morning, so we're not going to add too much color. I do love blush, but not today. Well, I do love blush even today, but we're not going to wear it for this look. So see, it just gives you a little bit of color. I always blend more into my temples. I like that more elongated look on my face. I don't like to do it too close to like the centers of my cheek, but it's going to depend on, like, you can apply it wherever you're more comfortable with it. This is just what I find more flattering. And I actually really like the Real Techniques stippling brush. It's not very expensive and it's real nice. Alright, so that just gives us just a tiny bit of color. I just don't want the face to have no color at all. For the eyes, it's just going to be really simple. I'm just going to take a large shader. This is an E60 by Sigma. I'm going to kind of blend in where my concealer that I put on is creasing and just pat that over my lid. I'm using MAC Blonde Type, which is basically my skin color. I don't like when the eyelids are overly shiny, so this is what I'm doing to solve that issue for me. If you want, you could like skip these steps entirely. And I'm just going to take a really little bit of Mylar by MAC as well. I'm going to pop that right on the inner corner, just to kind of brighten up the eye area. Especially since we kind of contoured up in this area. And I'm actually going to pull just a little bit of it right on the center of my lid. I'm just kind of blend back and forth. Again, we're not doing much to our eyes this time. And then we'll just take a little bit of the ambient lighting powder in Ethereal. I'm going to use this because it doesn't have a flat matte finish. But my concealer, because I have to layer it up so much, doesn't look very nice if it's not powdered under my eyes. So I'm just going to take one of those flat, like, spongy foundation rounds, because that's what I actually prefer to apply powder. Why that is beyond me. And just apply that just to set my concealer, nothing else. And then brush away in case you have any excess, because we don't want a whole lot of this. And using a tapered highlighter by Sigma, I'm also just going to go in the very center of my face, and my chin, or not the center of my face, my very center of my forehead, my chin, and just right here on like the first like ½ inch of my cheeks. Alright, and now we're just going to, I'm going to line my waterline with a little bit of MAC Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner. And what is this color called? It's the nude. It is Rue Bonaparte. And then we're going to curl our lashes. This last step is completely optional. It's just something I like to do. I like to just take a little bit of like MAC Wedge on a pencil brush and just run it right along the outer edge. And then also just a tiny bit, just like a quarter of the way in on the lash line. I think it gives just the tiniest little bit of definition. Not enough that's super noticeable, but enough that you'll like notice the difference. And that pretty much completes the look. It's just a very kind of nice, very gentle, very fresh look that either will work for spring and summer, or if you, it's great for like photo shoots if you're a model and you need like headshots or something, just because it's very nice. You don't have a lot going on. I think it's pretty. Anyhow, it's also like not what I normally wear, but I like it. It's just not something I wear a lot because I like dramatic makeup over this kind of more clean look. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that. If you like these types of looks that are a little more different than like what I typically wear, I'd be happy to do tutorials on like anything you guys want to see. I don't know, I do things that are interesting to me because I don't know what else to go off of. So yeah, request any tutorials, any comments, any questions in the down box below, and I will see you guys soon.